On yesterday evening, just before 4 p.m., officers responded to Park Springs and Sublet Road in reference to an auto pedestrian accident. When officers arrived on scene, they learned that a 10-year-old little girl had been hit by two vehicles. She was transported to a local hospital in critical condition. Sadly, late last night, we learned that she had passed away due to her injuries. It does appear that she was attempting to cross the street from the north side of Sublet to the south side of Sublet when she was struck by those two vehicles traveling eastbound. This is a devastating and tragic situation, and the Arlington Police Department wants Liyah-Grace's family to know that our hearts go out to her family and friends. And I'll now open up for questioning.
What direction was the car traveling in? I know we went out to the scene and we were kind of confused on which way it was coming.
Okay, so the two vehicles were traveling eastbound. So she's attempting to cross from the north side of the street to the south side of the street, and the two vehicles were traveling in the eastbound lanes of Sublet. Sublet runs east and west.
Mm-hmm. So it was two cars that hit her?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a pretty well-known intersection there. Do we know if she was crossing right at the intersection, mid-street, or just what that area actually is like for pedestrians?
In this situation, the accident investigators are still going through evidence from the scene and just trying to determine what exactly happened. But preliminary information is that she was just attempting to cross from the north side to the south side of the street.
Do you know if she was on the crosswalk?
I don't.
Okay.
Do you know if speed was a factor?
So, out of respect for her family, it's a lot of information regarding the investigation that we won't release concerning speed or anything like that. But I can tell you that both drivers did stop. They are cooperating with our officers and accident investigators, and currently there are no charges being filed against those.
For logistical purposes, when she was walking south, do you know if she was on the east side or the west side?
Say it to me one more time.
So when she was walking south down whatever the street it was, fixing to get to the south side, was she on the east side or the west side? Do you know?
I don't.
I believe it was the east side of the
East side.
Because she's walking north to south, and she's on. So she was struck on the east side.
East side of the
with the east, because they're traveling eastbound, so she would have been struck on the east side.
Right.
Yes.
But, yeah, because I mean she could still be traveling. If she's coming down this way. If she's coming down this way and here's the intersection, was she on this side or this side?
I think if you look at the helicopter footage that y'all got last night, it was the east side of the intersection there.
That's what I figure. All right, thanks.
You said no.
Oh, go ahead.
You said no charges have been filed, but could there be charges?
Well, they're still trying to determine what's going on with the accident, but currently, no charges have been filed.
And the drivers were cooperative?
Yes, both drivers did stop immediately.
One
And
driver in each car?
yes.
Well, yeah, one driver, but no other occupants in the car, right?
I don't know if they had occupants, because I haven't actually looked at the actual accident report, because we don't get that. But no, I don't know if it was actual occupants inside the vehicle. But obviously it was two drivers, and those two drivers did stop to assist, and then they stayed around to speak with officers and the accident investigators.
And then there's a light there, so I'm assuming that the way the two cars were traveling, the light was green. It wasn't, of course, if there's no charges filed, it wasn't like they were running the light or anything.
The light was green. Mm-hmm.
There has been conversation around the safety of that intersection. Pete, I know that you're trying to respect the family, and you can tell me if this is encroaching on that, but red light, people are saying that you took down red light cameras about a year ago in that area. There used to be red light cameras. I don't know if that is true, but can you speak a little bit on that? Were there red light cameras at one point? Could there be more?
You mean like the red light cameras where if you get caught, you get sent a ticket?
They're illegal in Texas.
We don't have red light cameras here. They've been gone way past a year ago. Yeah, they've been gone for years.
For some background, the owners of Arlington. That was a ballot
Yeah.
initiative. They approved that, so they were taken down in Arlington, and I think about a year
Yeah.
later, the state actually banned them.
Yeah, they've been gone for a long time. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is a horrid accident. Lots of kids, I'm sure, walk home, so just that message for parents and having those conversations with their kids. It's the last day for them for school, I believe, before winter break, but just what message do you have for kids and parents?
Certainly there's a educational message for parents, but this is not the time or place for it. The Arlington Police Department just wants to let Liyah-Grace's family know that our hearts go out to everyone involved, including the officers that responded to the incident.
And then last question. So when I spoke with Liyah-Grace's family, they told me that they were unsure of what had happened. They were just like, we don't know what happened when we talked to them.
Well,
Is it like an open line of communication with you all in terms of?
absolutely. The officers on scene, the sergeants on scene, as well as the accident investigators have been in contact with her family.
Do you know if there was a crossing guard there at the time?
No, I don't know that. I don't know if there was a crossing guard there. Do you know, Tim?
So I don't believe there is typically a crossing guards, I think, are primarily within the,
Like at the,
school zone.
yeah,
Right.
like the
That
corners of the school.
intersection is
Right.
a
Yeah.
good way south of the school zone.
That makes sense.
However, traffic unit did send officers out there today after school. So there are officers out there. School's still going on, so when school lets out today, there'll be traffic officers out there.